Welcome to our HTML tutorial class. In each class we will learn the use of HTML tags part by part. In our first class we will learn how to use HTML body, div, span, heading, header, paragraph, image, anchor and beer text. These are the basic tags of HTML. And in the head section of HTML there are head elements, and in this tutorial we will explain what is the purpose of using this head element. Okay, we can start writing HTML scripts in two ways by using Notepad, simple Notepad, or any HTML editor. It is better to use HTML editor. I am showing you both two processes. First, using Notepad. So I will open a Notepad now. Here is our Notepad. Okay, first tag of HTML script is HTML, and every starting tag has an int tag, and some tags are empty tag. I will explain about a empty tag later. Okay, int tag is /HTML, and next element you must type, that is body, HTML body, that we can display in our browser. Welcome to our class. Now save this file using HTML extension. Save. I am saving it here, and must be extension HTML. So selecting all files, type the file name first.html. Okay, now save. My HTML file is saved by name first.html. Now how to run it from browser? Okay, open my default browser. Here I can open the location of my file. Open file, and this is my first.html. Okay, this is the output. Next, the same code I can run from I can create from any HTML editor. You can use any popular HTML editor like Dreamweaver, Sublime, etc. Here I am using Coffee Cup HTML editor. Okay, to create the new file using this editor or any other editor, go to the file and new HTML page. I have already created my tutorial script, so I will explain each script one by one and run the script in the browser. The first script which I run by Notepad, here same code is written here in the Coffee Cup editor. Now to run it from the toolbar, preview, local, preview, and test with default browser, and this is the output. Welcome to our first HTML class. This is our body content. Okay, our next tag we already learned about HTML is the root tag or parent tag and body tag, under which we will place our HTML content. Next two tags are div and span. Div tag is called block line element and span is called inline. Div is block element and span is inline element. Block elements means when we place content under this element, it will occupy all the space of the browser, and span element just occupy the content area. If we see the example, then it will be clear. Okay, our next example is div and span. Here is a div content. Div, I keep the whole content here, multiple lines of contents, and these two are span contents. Here if we run this script, then this will block the whole line of the browser, and the span element will block only this area and this area. So if you run it, then it will be clear. This is our div elements contents that we place here, and these two lines are span elements. Here we can see the two lines are merged in one line because of span, and this is the reason why span is called inline element. It doesn't block the whole line. And next part of the script is about using both div and span element at a time. Okay, here is my div element, and under div there is another div element and another span element. So what is the output? This is the whole div, and another div is start from the text is then saved to HTML5. The text is here. We can see the when the next div arrives within a div, then a new line occurs. But when the span is used, the browser reads the file. Here we can the browser reads the file in the same line, not in the new line. These are the basic difference between div and span. So I think now it is clear what are the difference of span and div. And next script, and our next element is use of heading. 6 types of heading we can use in any HTML script. H1 is used for largest heading and H6 is used for smallest heading. So if we see the output, then the difference will be clear. There are 6 headlines, H1 to H6. So I am going to run it. These are my 6 headlines: H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6. In the lower section, just previous code embedded here, nothing new. Go to the next script, and this is about paragraph tag. Paragraph works similar to div. It also occupies the whole space of any line when we use paragraph tag in our HTML script. So there are 2 paragraphs. I am going to run this. So here we can see it contains the whole space of the line, and the next paragraph start from here. In this script, we will learn how to include image in your HTML file. My pic.jpg image is stored in our image folder, images, an image folder, mypic.jpg, and this file is included here using image tag. This is the location of the image, this is the width, and this is the height of the image. And if the image is not found, then the alt attribute will be used and this text will be displayed instead of image. Break are used to add new line in the script. Next, here is a anchor element. Anchor element is used to attach another script file or HTML files with the current file. So link line will be displayed as HTML details, and when the user click on it, then it will display 4.html file. Now I am going to run it. This is the image, these are paragraph, and this is the anchor element. If I click on it, then it will display 4.html file, which is attached here. Our next example is about head section. We already explained all of these basic tags: HTML, body, div, span, heading. Here there is another tag, here for add horizontal line within the script. So suppose I am adding to add horizontal line here. Here, save, and if I run this script, then output will be look like this, and this is the effect of HR. Next, heading section. Every HTML contains a head section, and head section has many important purposes. Title tag is the tag, the content that we type here will be displayed in the browser's title bar. Our previous examples, our browser title bar is not displaying any text because I didn't add any title tag in the head section. So when I run this script, it will add the HTML tutorial part 1 in the browser title. And this is our title, HTML tutorial part 1. Our next example is to using the link element in the header section. We will learn detail about CSS in our upcoming tutorial. Here I am creating a simple CSS to understand the use of link element. So I am opening my CSS. The name of my CSS is global.css. The meaning of the font color of the all HTML text H1 text content will be blue. So to attach this global.css file, we have to write rel style sheet href file name. Our file is in current location, so I did not define any folder name. And rel means this is creating relationship with a style sheet file, and the file type is text/css, and this is the h1 where the css will create effect. So this is the output. Our h1 is displaying by blue color. Our next example is about using meta tag. Meta tag is very important for making your HTML file searchable. So first, meta tag attributes are used for define the character set of our HTML file. Second meta tag is the description about the file. Third is keywords. When this page is searched by Google search or any other search engine, and this keyword will be matched with the search content. And fourth meta tag is the author name who create the content, HTML content. And for this portion there is no output. These are used for only making your HTML content more searchable. Okay, if I run this script, there is just this will just display the heading output, and this is the heading. Okay, bye for today. In the next tutorial we will learn more about HTML script.